Well, good afternoon. It's Wednesday and it's noon. So it's time for Let's Talk Hormones. So last week after our inaugural event, we had lots of questions. So as you all gather and start checking in with me, I'm going to start answering some of those questions. One question was, when does this menopause thing end? Well, the short answer is menopause by definition is the time of your life when you no longer have a menstrual cycle. So ladies, that's the rest of your life. So when do the symptoms of menopause end? Those nagging, irritating symptoms such as hot flashes, night sweats, dry skin, dry vagina, irritability, mood swings, low libido, weight gain, fatigue, they can begin to diminish toward 60, 65, and it varies in most women. But the important thing to remember is there are long-term benefits to bioidentical hormone balancing. And ladies, that's so important. So even though you're not having hot flashes anymore, and thank God, they're so debilitating, you still want to protect yourself from these long-term conditions that hormone balancing can prevent. Number one, let's go H to T. Prevention of Alzheimer's and dementia. Do you hear? Prevention of Alzheimer's and dementia. Who doesn't have a parent now who's being placed somewhere because of dementia? Who wants to live? Who wants to end their life like that? So why not do something now to prevent that, at least to protect your mind? Number two, let's bring it down. It's protective of your heart. Now, artificial hormones are dangerous to your heart. Bioidentical hormones protect the heart. And let's bring it on down. It's very good for the digestive system, but more importantly, and most importantly, it keeps those bones nice and long and strong. Do you know the most common cause of death for an elderly woman are the consequences of a hip fracture? So once a woman falls on the floor and hits her hip or breaks her hip, then she is often immobilized. And the immobilization then translates into pulmonary illness, pneumonia, and other conditions that may cause her demise. So ladies, even though you no longer have hot flashes and night sweats, it's still important to get those hormones balanced for the long-term benefits. So gather in, let's talk some more. And I remember last week we started talking about PRP, or platelet-rich hormone, platelet-rich plasma, and how it will prevent and support the bladder. Not prevent, but help prevent and help the symptoms of urinary incontinence, but how it will support the bladder. So ladies, let's talk some more about that, because a lot of you all emailed me and connected with us and called the office, and thank you for the calls, because that's the first time you ever heard that. Well, platelet-rich plasma, or PRP, it's really easy. It's the body's natural healing source. It's kind of like stem cells, but not stem cells. But we draw your blood, and then we separate off the platelet-rich plasma, which is clear. So those red blood cells, not red, but it's clear. Once it's activated, this clear substance drawn from your blood, taken from a simple blood test, it can be activated. Once it's activated, it can be inserted or injected in just about every part of your body, and it regenerates that tissue. That's how Tiger healed his shoulder. That's how Kobe healed his knee and his Achilles. They didn't have surgery last time. So the PRP, or platelet-rich plasma, that orthopedics have been using forever, we now use in our office for our special feminine needs. We call it the Lady Lift. Now, you ladies who Google, and you know, some of you all are too old for computers, but those of you all who still have computers and who Google a lot, you can Google PRP for urinary incontinence. You can also Google the O shot. And throughout the internet, you will read of other women's experience receiving PRP for urinary incontinence or for bladder support. So we call it in our office, you know, we have to name it ourselves. We call it the Lady Lift. So we say, you know, we lift our face, right? We lift our girls. So why ignore our ladies? So we lift our lady. So we use that same PRP substance, which I shared about. We just take a blood test, take your blood, separate it from your blood and activate it. We can insert it underneath your urethra, which is where the bladder opens. Once we do that, it supports the bladder by 80%. So what does that mean? That means while I'm standing here and talking to you, I don't have to, gotta go. Or no more dancing when you're in line, waiting to use the bathroom. And while we're down there, ladies, you know how the lips of the vagina with age, the outer lips just go, yeah, they get a little droopy. We can pucker up those lips. And while we're down there, we can regenerate the tissue that's damaged from childbirth and the years from intercourse. So forget that expensive laser, forget those damaging foreign objects to your body. Why not use your body's own healing potential and own healing properties to lift the lady? So PRP is what we're going to talk about today. What is PRP? So PRP is a substance that's naturally found in the body, stands for platelet-rich plasma. We draw it from your blood, separate it off. It's clear. We activate it, then we insert it around the lady to lift the lady. We want to make her pleasure perfect. And I hear now some questions are coming in, and ladies, thanks so much for joining us. So someone asked for long-term benefits, how long would I need pellets? Well, again, we give estrogen in the pellet, we give testosterone in the pellet. So the symptoms of low estrogen, which have women running in this office, the debilitating symptoms are the hot flashes, night sweats, dry skin, and dry vagina. So, especially the hot flashes. So we offer estrogen pellets, which are bioidentical. We use pellets because of the ease of insertion, because they're safe, they're convenient, and they're effective. So you come in here 2 to 3 times a year. I mean, I'd love to see you at a party, but you don't need to come to the office every month and walk out of here or walk out of your pharmacist with a bag of meds that you have to dose during the day and rub on and dose during the day. We also offer testosterone in the form of a pellet. You didn't know that there's something that you can do to help those nagging symptoms that start occurring around 45, such as irritability, mood swings, low libido, weight gain, fatigue, difficulty sleeping, difficulty maintaining those curves, difficulty losing weight.